Hello, and welcome to another vlog documenting some of my life as a graduate student with ADHD. If you're new here, I'm Sarah. I'm a fourth-year PhD candidate in religious studies at a university in Ontario, Canada. While I have a fairly broad range of research interests, my dissertation explores various intersections between religion or spirituality and the environment, and is primarily based on ethnographic research on countercultural or alternative movements like intentional communities and eco-spiritual groups. In particular, I'm interested in the role storytelling plays in building human/non-human relationships and how people use stories to derive spiritual meaning from particular places and environments. I am fortunate to have been able to spend this week and most of July actually in a place that is incredibly meaningful to me, which is my family's cottage. I've been coming here ever since I was born, basically, and when I was a kid, I used to spend my entire summer vacation here. While this is technically a working vacation for me because as a grad student, I don't really get time off per se, I'm super grateful to be able to do my work by the lake, amidst the trees, and the wildlife. Let's try to plant these. We're going to be transpotting all of these little herbs into this soil. And I definitely don't have a green thumb, so we'll see how this goes. These ones are easy with the depth because you just put them on it. The gardening is done for the day. I am covered in dirt. I'm such a mess, so I'm gonna go jump in the lake. It's another absolutely gorgeous day today, so I really don't want to spend all day inside, even though I do have a lot of work that I need to get done today. I have to work on 2 grant proposals, one for fundraising for the nonprofit organization that I work with, and then another for my own research and PhD stuff. So I have a lot to do this week, but it's really nice out, and I think I'm going to try to work outside for a bit, though I don't know how successful I will be with that. I have to say, spending the day working on grant proposals with a view like this really isn't so bad.
If I could hear my father's voice, he would tell me to move on.
That breeze is really nice. I hope that you can hear me okay over the sound of the wind though. But yeah, I've just been working for the past couple hours on this grant proposal for the nonprofit organization that I'm working with, which is a community land trust that's working towards affordable and sustainable housing in the community. And I'm part of the fundraising team for this organization. So working on a lot of grants is part of my role, and it's been going okay. I've been getting some solid work on this done, but I feel like now I'm starting to hit a bit of a wall. I'm starting to get a bit of a headache, feel kind of tired, and I feel like I really need to take a break. So I think I'm gonna take Cosmo down to the lake, maybe go for a swim. Hopefully that will help me clear my mind a little bit, help me feel a bit refreshed, just so that I can come back and continue to work on this. Or potentially switch gears and work on my tax proposal, which is a research grant proposal for me and my dissertation work that I also need to be working on and submitting soon. So yeah, it's just gonna be like a week of grant proposal writing again. Fun.
He would say I'll be just fine. Yeah, he would tell me we have time to laugh and time to heal. Our favorite song is on repeat. Drinking wine until the dawn, knowing soon we'll be back home.
I already feel like a million times better after swimming. Maybe this is my new migraine cure. It's just swimming in the lake. So tempted to just stay down here at the lake in the water for the next couple hours, but I really need to get this grant proposal done. Well, it seems that the power went out while I was down by the lake swimming, so that's great. Since my laptop is pretty old and unfortunately does not hold a charge and therefore does not turn on unless it's plugged in, I can't really use that to work on this grant proposal. So I'm thinking that means I should switch gears and work on the other grant proposal for my own research, my dissertation research, that is a lot bigger and yeah, just like a huge undertaking that requires a pretty extensive literature review. So yeah, I can just do some reading for that, which is I think what I will do while I'm waiting for the power to return.
I'm thinking about you. I'm wishing that you knew.
Well, the power did not come back on until like 8 p.m. So today was not necessarily as productive as I had hoped it would be, particularly in terms of grant writing, but what can you do? I did do a bit of reading today, though, which was nice, and a bit of just like journaling and reflecting as well. I felt like in a really reflective kind of mood today. I've been reading, and I'm almost finished this book, Wisdom Sits in Places by Keith Basso. It's a really fantastic book. I've really been enjoying reading it, and it's been making me just think a lot. And I think it's going to be really important for my dissertation. And it's also just generally making me think about my relationship to various places, especially places that are really like meaningful to me, like this cottage and the land around it. And it's been making me just reflect a lot on like the relationship between self and places, especially the way that knowledge and memory and stories and wisdom are all so entangled with and embedded in place. And this is going to be, I think, like a very central theme of my dissertation, which is not something I had expected going into it, but doing the field work that I've been doing and talking to people and doing interviews and participant observation and all that, it's definitely like a theme that's really emerging. So I think this book is going to be really important. And yeah, it's just making me think a lot. Anyway, tomorrow, I will really focus on getting these grant proposals done, or at least making some good progress on them, because I'm really running out of time. So I need to do that. I've heard that the uglier you go to bed, the hotter you wake up. I have been struggling a little bit with my skin lately. Unfortunately, I have what's commonly referred to, but incorrectly referred to, as fungal acne. It's actually like a fungal infection that for me started because I was taking antibiotics, and I just kind of broken out all over my face and chest and back, and it's not been fun. It's really not been fun. I've had to like change my whole skincare routine. I've had to completely stop using a lot of the products that I was using before and get new ones. And it's been a headache trying to get rid of this. So here we are, and this is what I look like going to bed now. Good morning. I woke up this morning feeling really rough, like a migraine, just like widespread pain throughout my whole body, and a sore throat as well, which I don't know if that's like just a weird migraine symptom, or if I'm getting sick, or if I'm just dehydrated. I don't know. So I'm just down at the lake with Cosmo, trying to get some fresh air. I don't know if I'm gonna go for a swim today. We'll see. I really just want to be in bed. But I also need to get some work done today, so hopefully I start to feel better soon. I did not, in fact, get better that day. Actually, I just got a lot worse. I ended up having full body pain, chills, nausea, a horrible migraine, and really bad major GI issues. And I didn't know what was going on until a few days later when I read that there had been an Ontario-wide recall on silk almond milk because of a listeria outbreak. So I checked the silk almond milk carton that I'd been drinking from for the past week, and sure enough, it was part of this specific batch that had been recalled because of listeria. All of my symptoms matched up with those of food poisoning from listeria, so I'm pretty sure that's what I had, and it took me a couple of days to recover. I did at least manage to get some reading done for my dissertation though, and specifically for the lit review section of the PhD grant proposal that I've been working on.
I see that smile on your face. You told me about the hidden place, something in the atmosphere. You're always here, you always here. Time to laugh and time to heal. My favorite song is on repeat. Drinking wine until the dawn.
I have just been working on this grant proposal for the nonprofit organization that I work with all day today because it is due tomorrow, and I have a meeting to discuss it in a couple of hours, and the power just went out again, which really sucks because I am not quite done this proposal at all. In true ADHD fashion, I have left it to the very last minute. Also because I was pretty sick the other day and I just was not feeling up to it. But yeah, it kind of sucks. I'm really hoping it comes back on soon because I need to use my laptop for this, and then I need to use my laptop to have the meeting as well. So I might have to figure something else out if it doesn't work. Last time the power outage, it was like widespread across the whole area, multiple kind of towns and cities in the area, and this time it seems to be just our cottage, which is kind of stressful and problematic because it means that I don't know how we're gonna fix this. Thank goodness my dad has a laptop that I can use, although the charge is not not too long for this world, so hopefully we get the power back soon. Is my meeting set up for now? My office has a pretty nice view. So I just had a meeting with the fundraising team. It was great. It was really productive, although we had a lot of technical difficulties at the beginning. I'm especially having trouble connecting to the meetings since the power's out and I'm not able to use my laptop. But I got on eventually, and we had a good productive discussion about a whole bunch of things, and especially the grant proposal that I am submitting today or tomorrow. They gave me some suggestions so that it looks good, so I'm gonna submit that as soon as I can. I do need to do a bit of editing on it. It is currently far too long, so I need to cut some stuff out, but other than that, it's more or less ready to go. It is absolutely sweltering in this sunroom though. It's really beautiful in here and nice to sit out here, but it is so hot and I am sweating. I'm like actually literally drenched in sweat right now, so I might just go jump in the lake or take a shower before I return to getting some work done on this. The power is still not on, which is a bit disheartening and kind of complicates things a bit because my dad's laptop is running out of juice and I don't really have anywhere else to continue working on this because I don't have like a keyboard for my tablet. So yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna do about that. We got a message that said the power would hopefully be back on by like 5:30 and it's 5:30 now and it's still not on, so hopefully it comes on pretty soon. I'm gonna go for a swim or something, get some fresh air, and get back to it. The power eventually came back on and I submitted the grant application with less than an hour to spare before the cutoff. After that, I was lucky to be able to spend most of the rest of July at the cottage with my family and then with friends. Was I as productive here as I may have been elsewhere, like at home or like the library or something? Probably not, but I'm okay with that. You know, despite not actually getting the summer off, I appreciate being able to slow down a little during this time of year and to soak up all of the small moments of peace and joy. I think it's so easy to get caught up in the stress of doing a PhD and the pressure to be constantly productive to the point where grad school or academia becomes all-consuming. And as someone with rampant anxiety as well as ADHD, I'm really grateful to have been able to escape all of this for a little while, to just take a breath and really ground myself in the present. This cottage holds many, many memories, and I really enjoyed making new ones here this summer, except for the food poisoning. That I honestly could have done without. Plus, what a better place to work on research that's all about nature-centered spirituality and connections with our non-human kin. Places play a significant role in shaping who we are as people, leaving these imprints on our bodies and our minds. And I think that growing up, having come to this place often, swimming in the lake and walking through the forest and spending time among the specific trees and the birds, this has played a really important part in influencing my decision to study nature and its link to spirituality. I think that this place has undoubtedly influenced who I am, how I think, and what I value. Anyway, I think I will leave it there. So thank you so much for watching, and I hope that you've been able to enjoy the summer or whatever season it is where you are to the absolute fullest.